Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. My opponent this time is DarkViewtifulWarrior. Battled him or her, I'm not exactly sure, multiple times in the past, and we're about to have another bit of a battle here. I lead with my Probopass. Didn't think you've seen this one before, and he leads with Ninetales. There's a Will-O-Wisp, I suppose that's decent. I mean, it'll wear Probopass down in the long run, but he's not really much of a physical attacker, so the burn doesn't really bother him that much. Anyway, I set up the Stealth Rocks. He goes for a Calm Mind, which I guess might work out pretty well for him. Ninetales' special defense is also not that bad, I believe. I figure, hey, I have my rocks up, might as well start pouring on some damage, and Power Gem does a surprising amount considering this Probopass has no special attack investment whatsoever, and the Ninetales is a +1 special defense. He goes for another Calm Mind, so I'd better do something about this quick, or I might have some problems on my hands here. So go for another Power Gem, maybe get a critical or something. No, but one more Power Gem should do the trick, I believe. And burn damage, kind of negated by the leftovers, so Probopass will hang in there. Then he goes for Hex, which I found a very dubious move selection. Honestly, the first option you'd think of would be a fire move. I can't really think why the hell he would go for Hex, as another Power Gem takes out Ninetales. So way to go, Probopass. Really, his only job is just to set down Stealth Rocks, but he's working out pretty well so far. Up next is Gogoat. Alright, Probopass can't really do much to Gogoat, I suppose. He goes for Surf. That's pretty interesting. I've never really bothered with a Gogoat, but I just discovered that its attack and special attack are virtually the same. I thought it was like its special attack was really awful, but that's not the case. It can actually be a decent mixed attacker. Anyway, I go for Toxic, poison the Gogoat, as the Surf does not do all that much to me. Honestly, if he just went for an Earthquake or something, that probably would have KO'd Probopass right there. And then he goes for the Horn Leech, right when there isn't all that much HP left to drain. But whatever, Probopass did his job. He lasted a lot longer than I thought he was going to, so that worked out pretty well in the end. I bring in Sigilyph. Oh, this thing is so mean, you're not gonna believe it. Go for a Cosmic Power. Boost my defenses up a little, because what's a Gogoat going to do? Oh yeah, Wild Charge. That doesn't really do all that much, despite it being super effective, and the recoil and the toxic damage will get rid of the Gogoat rather quickly. Honestly, if I were him right now, I'd switch out Gogoat, because that toxic damage is starting to add up. Go for another Cosmic Power, because that's what Sigilyph does. He goes for another Wild Charge. It's not going to do as much. Also, my Flame Orb activated and burned Sigilyph, but because he has Magic Guard, he does not care. Now, I think that by now you might be able to figure out what my Sigilyph strategy is, because it's not really an original one. It's kind of tricky to use, but once it sets up, it is virtually unstoppable. So he just kind of keeps wasting away his Gogoats, and now it finally goes down. Poor Gogoat. And I go for... oh yeah, I went before him. He sends out Furfrou. Not entirely sure what he plans to do with it. I don't really think Furfrou can do much to me at this point. I go for Psycho Shift, which is what the Flame Orb is for. Boom, now he's burned. Furfrou isn't much of an attacker anyway. It was for the Retaliate, which has a badass attack animation, by the way. But it still doesn't do much. And now he's burned as well. Maybe it didn't do that much because it was burned. Anyway, go for another Cosmic Power. The Flame Orb burns me again. I'm at +3 right now. And he just so happens to have Facade. That was pretty lucky for him. That pretty much allows him to have a pretty powerful stab move still. Anyway, go for Roost. Need some health back. It's kind of the one thing this set doesn't have, leftovers. That's what it really misses out on. But luckily it has reliable recovery, so it's not much of a problem. Because there are plenty of walls out there that are desperately begging for a recovery move. like Regirock or any of the Regis, basically, they would all love to have Recover or something along those lines. Anyway, he's once again not really getting anywhere with the Furfrou. The damage output is at least bigger than with the Gogoat, but still the burn is slowly wasting him away. And unless he gets a critical hit, I don't really foresee him bringing Sigilyph down with that Furfrou is. Go for another Cosmic Power. I think I'm at +5 by now. Honestly, I haven't really been keeping count, but it doesn't really matter. Sigilyph is on a roll, and once Sigilyph is on a roll, you are hard-pressed to do something about it. Go for another Roost, because the facades are starting to add up. Boom, lots of health back. He goes for another Facade. Kinda wonder what his other two moves are. He has Retaliate and Facade. Maybe Sucker Punch? Anyway, go for another Cosmic Power. That should put me at +6. Maxed out defenses. Absolute tanking everything. Although that Facade is still doing a decent amount of damage. Anyway, the burn is going to take out Furfrou now. You don't really see too much of those. As he brings out an Excelgor. Okay, physical attacking didn't work out for him. Let's see how well special attacking does. Go for the Bug Buzz. And does not do much. As I go for the Roost. And pretty much negate all of his efforts of the past few turns. Maybe he's trying to get a special defense drop with the Bug Buzz. As I go for Stored Power. Boom. One hit KO. Excelgor goes down. I'm not exactly sure how much power Stored Power has now. I think it gets 20 base power for every stat boost you have. Both of my defenses are at +6, so I have 12 stat boosts. So if my calculations are correct, then Stored Power should have a base power of 12 times 20, which would be... crap, math, my old enemy. 12 times 20, I'm pretty sure that's 240. So Sigilyph is basically firing off stab explosions at this point. However, he does bring in something that Sigilyph has trouble with. Dark types, because they are immune to Stored Power. And also he has Acupressure, so he gets attack boosted sharply. That might be a problem, because he is definitely carrying a Dark type move on that Drapion. So I figure, okay, Sigilyph is not really going to win this one. Bring in Aggron, because unless he has Earthquake, he's not going to do much to me. Goes for the Night Slash. Does virtually nothing. Because I could have just stayed in with Sigilyph and waited until the burn killed him, but the Black Sludge would have meant that was going to take forever. As I go and pop out Mega Aggron, which will pretty much wall Drapion to hell and back even worse than regular Aggron would. I mean, if he had Earthquake, he would have been able to deal with Aggron easily. But Mega Aggron, oh shit, he just got a +2 evasion boost. Oh shit, just got real. So, pretty much just brought in Mega Aggron to just Dragon Tail him out and get rid of all his stat boosts. But with the evasion boost, that is going to be a bit of a problem. Come on. Ah, excellent. Boom. Out of there, Drapion, and take your evasion boosts with you. As he brings out, or is forced to bring out his own Aggron. Mega Aggron sure looks radically different, and it turns out his is a Mega Aggron as well. Oh, this might take a while. Because, go for the Iron Head. Steeler does resist Steel, though, for some reason. Doesn't do much, but I get a flinch. And I move before him again, so I'm guessing my Aggron is somehow faster, despite any speed investment whatsoever. As he flinches again. Jesus, like my Mega Aggron has Serene Grace or something. He doesn't flinch now, though, goes for an Iron Head of his own. Does not do that much. As I go for another Iron Head, probably just gonna flinch him to death now or something. Goes for Iron Tail. Right, I'm not exactly sure why you have two Steel-type moves on the same set, although that defense drop might be nasty. Especially a move as terrible as Iron Tail. Anyway, bring in Jellicent. He goes for Iron Tail, misses. That's what you get with that 75% accuracy, as I go for the Scald, which almost takes out Aggron, but gets the burn, because Scald freaking always gets the burn. He goes for the Stone Edge, which is not really all that good on Mega Aggron, because it loses the Rock typing. But whatever floats your boat doesn't do much because of the burn, because Mega Aggron's attack stat is pretty formidable. Although it might require some investment for its damage output to be somewhat decent. Anyway, out comes the Drapion again, and I'm pretty sure that's his last Pokemon. He goes for the Night Slash. It is super effective, but he is still burned, so it's not going to do that much, as Jellicent goes for a Hex. And that should take him out. And there we go, I win. Good battle, Dark Beautiful Warrior. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time.